What's up YouTube? It's we're gonna a quick video. We'll try to do another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. So this fragrance comes from a niche house I've never tried before. So from the house of Herdahl-Thorsing, we have Berry Tobacco. So Berry Tobacco from the house of Herdahl-Thorsing is a unisex floral fruity gourmand fragrance released in 2018. The nose behind this fragrance is Alexander Herdahl-Thorsing. It is an eau de toilette concentration. Let's check out the presentation. Alright, so here's the box for Berry Tobacco. I really do like this box. I do love the color scheme here. We have some burnt orange with a nice black label here. It has the name of the fragrance. A little information on the bottom here. Another black label on the back with some more information. Here is the inside of the box. It's a nice little cradle for the bottle. Really nice box. I do like the presentation so far. Let's check out the bottle. Alright, here's the bottle for Berry Tobacco. Love this bottle, guys. It's very simplistic, but it has its own personality. Has a nice, thick, sturdy glass, as you can see. Has a nice plain black label up front. Plastic cylindrical cap, I believe, with a silver atomizer. Yeah, very simplistic, but I do really like this bottle and the presentation overall. Alright, so here are the notes for Berry Tobacco. In the top, we have grapefruit and blackberry. In the mid, we have vanilla, red berries, and spices. And in the base we have tobacco, heliotrope, and sandalwood. Alright, so I don't know much about this house or really this fragrance. I did see someone post a blurb about it. I believe they bought a sample from the website and they were talking about how much they liked it. So yeah, don't know what to expect from it. I loved the notes. That's what really caught my attention. Loved the blackberry with the red berries, the vanilla, the sandalwood, but especially the tobacco. The fact that they put the name tobacco berry or Berry Tobacco in there actually really caught my attention. It sounds like a great combination. There's another fragrance that I tried a while back that had some berries and tobacco in it, and I really liked that one as well, and that was kind of sweet as well. But yeah, so if the name says anything about the juice, then I'm probably gonna like this one. All right, here we go. Pop the cap. Clean hand. Decent sprayer. Okay. Wow, yeah, this is, the berries are definitely there. I'm getting a lot of fruit. Yeah, this is dark. I'm getting almost like an incense with it as well. There's no incense in this. Yeah, so it's sweet. It's definitely floral. I'm guessing that's the heliotrope. Yeah, I'm getting the citrus notes, but they're not super prominent. Yeah, it's spicy as well. It's citrusy a little bit in the opening. It almost smells like there's like coffee in there, but there's not. So it almost has like some sort of a composition that gives it a bit of a coffee smell, but there's no coffee in this. But yeah, this is definitely fruity from the berries, the blackberry, the red berries. I'm getting the sweetness from the vanilla. I definitely think this is leaning a bit more feminine in my, just to my nose right now. It's a bit like powdered candy-like as well. Like, think pixie sticks. So it almost has like that kind of powdery kind of pixie sticks, or like when you're a kid and you would open up the little bottle of Kool-Aid, and the dust would kind of come up in your nose, and sometimes it'd make you sneeze. It kind of has that kind of smell going for it as well. Yeah, I'm not really getting much of the tobacco. The vanilla is there, but it's not like vanilla ice cream vanilla. It's more like, this is like sugared vanilla, or like just sort of a sugared sweetness. Almost has a bit of a candle vibe, which really isn't probably fair. This is a nice fragrance here, a nice fragrance house. But I have smelled this composition somewhere before, and I want to say it's in a candle. So it's not really blowing my socks off, but I do like it. It's just not, the best thing I've ever smelled. I assumed it was going to be a bit more masculine, a bit sweeter, more like tobacco vanille meets some red berries and some blackberries. But, it's just been a few minutes right now, or not even a couple of minutes yet, so this could completely change. I'm waiting for the tobacco to really make an appearance. It's sort of there, but it's not, very prominent. It is in the base, so maybe it'll come out later on. Yeah, definitely, it's considered a floral fruity gourmand. I'm getting the floral and the fruity part. Not so much the gourmand part yet, because like it's sugared, but it's not like vanilla, like, you know, vanilla ice cream kind of sweet. Yeah, I'm definitely getting, again, definitely getting that powdered Kool-Aid vibe with this one. And not really sure what's giving it the powderiness, but it's not bad. Yeah, so this is an EDT, which was really surprising because most niche houses will do parfum, but this one's the eau de toilette, which makes me kind of worried about the longevity and the projection of this one. But right now it seems to be doing fine. But it's not changing too much. Sort of what I described in the first couple of minutes of the video is sort of what I'm still getting. Powdery fruit, a little bit of floral. On the website, they describe this as having a deep red wine type of smell. I can sort of see that. I think after a little bit longer, it might go further in that direction. But I'm not quite getting that yet. Yeah, not a bad fragrance so far. This is 50 ml, 160, pretty expensive for 50 ml, but that's sort of standard for niche houses nowadays. You know, the 50 ml size usually go for 150 to 175, if not more than that. Would have liked to have seen eau de parfum on this, just, you know, to kind of help ease my mind about the longevity and the sillage and whatnot. Obviously, I don't know that yet, but still, every time I see eau de toilette, it always kind of makes me wonder. Yeah, so nice fragrance so far. Not having my socks blown off right now. It's not the greatest thing I've ever smelled. It's not the worst. It's nice. I'm going to make this my scent of the day and give it a few wearings and give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. Alright guys, well I'm back with my update for Herdahl-Thorsing's Berry Tobacco. Alright, so I spent a few days with this fragrance and I must say I like this fragrance, but I don't love it. I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, this fragrance does start off with a really strong berry note. You know, get some florals in there. I'm guessing they're from the heliotrope. There is some sweetness to it, and I think like in the first half of the video I mentioned it's not so much like a vanilla sweetness or like a gourmand sweetness. It's like a powdery kind of pixie stick sugary sweetness that's really good. It's not bad at all. Wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting more of a gourmand take on this one, but it's nice. The berries are very tart, very sweet, very realistic berries, to my nose anyway, that I really liked. A little over the top for my flavor. I was hoping to be a little bit more tobacco in there to balance it out. The tobacco was almost non-existent. You can get some of it later on in the life of the fragrance, but you know, you don't get it a lot from the top. But you know, this fragrance does stay linear for a few hours, and you really don't start seeing any changes, at least to my nose. I didn't see any changes till about the third or fourth hour, and that's when it got a little more gourmandy. It dried down to like a pancake syrup. If anyone out there's ever tried, I guess the cheapie, the Michael Jordan cheapie, or New Harlem from Bond Number 9. It sort of had like that pancake syrup, maple syrup type of dry down, which is really nice, and I wasn't expecting that from this fragrance. You know, good fragrance, not my favorite by any means, but I really did like this one. So longevity for this fragrance is actually pretty good, despite the fact that it is an eau de toilette concentration. It performs like a parfum. I did get 8 hours of longevity with this fragrance. I actually could detect it the next day after I wore it to bed, and I was asleep for at least 8 hours. The projection, again, despite the fact that it was on a toilette, I did get 3 hours of good projection with this one, and a nice soft sillage, and I could detect it after 5 hours. So like I said, despite it being on a toilette, definitely had good performance. Season for this fragrance, I'm definitely going to say are going to be fall and winter. It is sweet and thick and heavy. You know, maybe one spray in a little bit of a warmer months, but nothing too hot. It will be very cloying. But yeah, fall and winter for this fragrance. Occasions for this fragrance, I'm going to say, are going to be casual occasions. The berry note in this fragrance does give it a playfulness. I can't really see myself wearing this to any formal events or like a club or anything like that. So casual occasions for sure. So ages, I'm going to say are going to be 25 and up, even though this does have the playfulness from the berry note. I believe this is unique enough. Not really sure if all younger noses are going to like this one. And the price is 50 ml for $160. I'm not really sure if the younger guys can afford this one. So 25 and up for the age range. Overall, I'm going to say this is a good fragrance, but it's not great. It wasn't groundbreaking enough for me. Didn't have enough tobacco, in my opinion, to really make it different enough to really warrant a purchase. This did have a lovely berry note, which I really liked, but it was a little over the top. And I got to be honest with you, it did sort of remind me of like an incense, like one of those incense sticks. If anybody knows what Nag Champa is, or any of those similar kind of incense sticks, or even a candle, the berry note in this with some of the other ingredients really made it smell like a candle or like an incense stick, which really, you know, when it comes to perfume, is not what I want to smell like. It really did smell like a candle shop or something like that. I guess the only good thing I really got out of this one, besides the performance, because the performance was really good, was that it kind of gave me a scent memory of a gift shop that I was in when I was younger. And, you know, I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I love going shopping and, like, you know, kind of walking around gift shops and like in little town squares. There's always a gift shop there that has lots of knickknacks, and, you know, they'll sell candles and incense, and they'll sell just, you know, little knickknacks here and there for the tourists in town. But, you know, and I love those little shops, the little local mom and pop shops that sell, you know, little items like that, and I love supporting businesses like that. So this fragrance sort of gives me that vibe. It makes me feel like I'm walking around one of those stores. So that is a positive thing that came out of this fragrance. But overall, it's going to be a pass for me. You know, it's really expensive. It's $160 for 50 mil. And it kind of smells like a candle or an incense stick or something you would get, you know, like at a, you know, like a Bath and Body Works, or, you know, a Yankee Candle Shop or something like that. It didn't smell like a fragrance enough to me, more than it did like something that I would just kind of leave in my house burning to make my house smell good. I don't think this would really smell the best on me personally. I would just go, hey, you know, were you standing next to a candle, or were you lighting some incense? You know, good fragrance, but not great. You know, I wish I had more tobacco in it. I love tobacco in my fragrances. This did lean a bit more feminine because of the berry note and the florals. I think if the tobacco note was amped up a bit, it would be a little more masculine. But yeah, if there was more tobacco in this, it probably would have maybe changed my mind a little bit more. But right now, this fragrance is a pass for me. So has anyone out there tried berry tobacco from the house of Herdahl-Thorsing? Please let me know your experience with this fragrance down in the comments below. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching another video on my channel. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel for future fragrance videos just like this. Please follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There you can find photos and future contest winners. And as always, until the next video, you guys take care. Thanks.